had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 23 yards, the final tally. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 43.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, walk. Watch the run.
First carry for James Conner. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A give running right is Conner. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Down. 60 yards.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, Wahoo!
51 Mike 51.
On first down, Egan. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15 on. Check. Hey, box truck.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Yo.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Hey, Orbit.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Yellow.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A toss play, Gordon. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
You ready? You ready?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
If you want the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Johnson's got it complete. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Yellow, yellow.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Check, right side.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Check that 3 the mic. That 3 the mic. Watch the run. They're running, man.
This is Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Gordon. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on now, let's go!
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Ready up. Hey, Alpha.
Pick your game up.
Hustle, hustle. Hey, do. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Egan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Hey, high 7.
51, Mike 51.
Hurry up.
Throwing again, Egan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is the tight end fan. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
To throw again, Egan. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Fire.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Egan. He'll get that one complete to Connor. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. No, no, no.
Go.
He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's at 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Check yellow.
Wild Bill. Check three. Hey, switch gears. Kill.
Here's Gordon. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Let's go, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Watch the slant.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
Watch out. 66.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And maybe losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
the 14-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
15.
Jam.
Easy. Here we go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
3rd and 3. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Colts 28.
They come up in an offset eye. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Steelers 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yo, Cheetah. Ready?
From the gun, Egan. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Egan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Egan. Caught here by Conley. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9.
On 4th down, Egan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go. Check five.
They start with a give to Connor. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, man up, D.
Hey, orbit.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Record. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Cut.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Big grip, big grip.
To throw from his end zone. Egan is going to float this over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Gets it to Gordon. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. We own them. Bravo. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Egan. And an alley to run. loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes dancing to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 50, check 50. Crunch.
Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Indianapolis, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.